Today on the channel, making his AEW Jazzwares action figure debut, we've got the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, in AEW Unmatched Series 5.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another AEW Unmatched Series 5 unboxing and review. And today, we got the debut of Bryan Danielson in the AEW line. But remember, for all your AEW and Mattel WWE wrestling figure needs, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. That's exactly where these bad boys have come from in AEW Unmatched Series 5 that we're unboxing here on the channel this week. So make sure you're checking out the other videos, subscribing to the channel, all that other kind of fun stuff there. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's see what the old American Dragon is up to. Of course, Bryan Danielson, don't call him Daniel Bryan. It's easily confused. I'm still like a young JR. I mess up with that every once in a while myself still. And of course, later on in this video, we'll do some comparisons to some Mattel figures as well. But there he is, making his Unmatched debut, AEW debut in figure form. Of course, a guy that's had many figures over the years from Mattel, as we do know. We got Bryan Danielson. We get an extra head, get some extra hands, get a little glamour shot there. Of course, Unmatched Series 5. He is number 37 in the Unmatched Series. Series 5, AEW logo. On the side, it is dedicated to him. We got the Y down here. Does spell out yes, yes, twice in the Series 5. Always look for those Easter eggs on the packaging. I always think that is pretty cool. And on the back, got the glamour shot and cross-sell. Let's see what it says about our old friend Bryan Danielson from Dynamite Grand Slam, 9/22/2021, Queens, New York. As filming this, almost 1 year to the day. So, wild times right there. Of course, this is Series 5 Unmatched Collection. Sammy Guevara, Shawn Spears, Kenny Omega, Red Velvet, Bryan Danielson, Darby Allin in the Wave. We're unboxing them all here on the channel. Make sure you subscribe. Then at the very end, we are going to rank this entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite. So stay tuned for that as well. So without further ado, let's get down to it. Let's see what's going on with old Bryan Danielson here. Very excited to have him in action figure form in the Jazzwares brand. I've always liked Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson, whatever we're going to call him. But in this case, Bryan Danielson, of course. See you later. Goodbye. Plastic prison time. Always enjoyed his in-ring work. It's been so-so in AEW. I'm gonna call spade a spade. It's been so-so, but there he is, Plastic Prison. But I'm happy to get him in the toy line. Happy to get another figure here. Always a good day. If I can get him out, it'll be a better day. There it is. There it is. Head. And we get two hands. And there it is. We're off to the races. See you later. Goodbye. Almost took out the camera again. We got to be careful what we're doing here, folks. All right, let's straighten him up and let's get down to it. Let's look at the accessories first, and we'll take a look at the heads. How about? But he does have a gripping hand, a holding hand, and a fist. Oh, yes, you guys know I love a fist. He's got the exact opposite over here. I want to believe the AEW team's listening to old Kyle. They're giving us a lot of fist here. They fixed the elbow joints. Man, it's all coming together. A plan is coming together like a young A-team, Jazzwares team getting it together for us, so I do appreciate that a whole lot. Now we take a look at Bryan Danielson. And man, I gotta say, this is a tremendous head sculpt right here. You got the beard, you got the hair. Definitely looks like him. I think you ask any wrestling fan, current wrestling fan, you pop this head off, say, hey, who is this head? They're going to tell you all day long it's Bryan Danielson, or they'll at least get Daniel Bryan. They'll get one of those two. Looks really good. Very cool. The windswept on the side. Of course, he has the shaved sides, the long on top going there. Beard looks really good. Have that reddish color hue to the beard. Just absolutely phenomenal there. The second head sculpt here is his hair all back in a little ponytail action. So pick your Daniel Bryan poison. What do you want to do? You can choose your own adventure right there. Both fabulous, fabulous head sculpts, but actually for once, I think I prefer the open mouth scan. I think I like this one better. This really does look like fighting spirit Bryan Danielson. He's in the ring. He's getting all fired up like a young Jerry Lawler. He's ready to take it home. Really, really good. Both heads, though, you can't go wrong. So I can see a lot of people, especially hardcore fans, you got to pick up two of these bad boys. Put the different hands on them, put different heads, and you're off to the races. Maybe a t-shirt, something like that to dress them up, make them feel different. But this does feel amazing in the hands. It just feels really good. It feels very very thick. It feels like a good figure. It just feels like it's not breakable. It just feels really, really good. And you get those every once in a while, and that's what we got right here. I guess we'll break down the articulation on Bryan Danielson first here. His arms, of course, go all the way around. Bicep cut, double jointed elbow. Unfortunately, we do have the pins. Hands removable. You got the white wrist tape painted on. All kinds of hula hoop right there. You got the waist articulation. He does the old Bryan Danielson splits right here, looking really good. You got the thigh cut. You got the double jointed knees. And, of course, you got the boot cut. And then you get the ankles back and forth. Very, very good figure. And this one feels really good. This is one of the better AEW figures. It feels right. For whatever reason, it's the same plastic, same everything, but it just feels right in your hands. So I don't know. There's something to be said about that for sure. Breaking down the gear he's got here, of course, you got that maroon, which is really a staple. I guess his favorite color must be a maroonish red. You got the silver going on with kind of the fish scales going there. A little flame design action. You got some of that onto the knee pads and then all the way down. Fish scales. How about dragon scales? That probably makes a little bit more sense. Thinking it through. So you have that, of course, down to the kick pads, everything else. A good-looking Bryan Danielson figure. I really, really do like this one. This is going to be at the top of my list. I got to feel this is going to be a top 3 at least. We'll see what happens in the rankings. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, all that kind of fun stuff, because we'll rank all these at the very end of the week. But man, absolutely tremendous. This is a good first impression here figure. I like it a whole lot. Does he fit on a ringside stand? Of course, use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Fits good, fits snug. I like that a whole lot. So very, very good fitting figure here. Just all around great figure. I can't complain. I don't really have any complaints about this figure, which is really nice. This is a good one here. A couple other versions. How about we throw it all the way back, which I thought this was a really cool one. All the way back to the old American Dragon days. Ring of Honor, Bryan Danielson, I guess we could call this one. I believe this was, what was this? Fan Central, Walmart exclusive back in the day, but a very, very good figure. I always like this one. So modern day and throwback, I guess we got that right here. So very cool to see those guys side by side. Of course, we had a lot of different versions of Daniel Bryan back in the WWE days. You got the old Yes Movement, the old Seahawks gear. So we've seen that one in the past. Got the Eco World Champion one. I mean, I could list for days, and I think he's right over here. Right here, there's my old Daniel Bryan collection right there, so you can see the rest of them. There's many different ones, but these are two of the first ones that caught my eye. More of the recent versions that we can kind of compare to his newer look right here. But an interesting dude for sure. We'll see where his AEW career takes him. I got to think he'll get a title run one of these days. You'd have to think, right? Who knows? Maybe he'll be the TNT champion. He'll be something like that. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but we all know he is immensely popular. I got to think out of this entire wave of Unmatched Series 5, he is going to be the one the majority of the people want, especially the general public. Once this hits Targets, Walmarts, and so forth, I got to think he'll be selling pretty quick because he is a household name as far as wrestling goes, coming over from WWE with a huge run over there into AEW. So very cool to get a first time in the line here. It's going to be a tough one to beat as well. But like I keep saying, stay tuned to the channel. We'll unbox the rest and we'll see what we think at the end of the day of Unmatched Series 5. So let me know in the comments on this one. You picking it up? You passing? Are you good with your Mattels, or you got to have at least a little Jazzwares action in your collection? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, like this video. You made it this far. You might as well subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some. Love to have you a part of it. So make sure you hit the old notification bell. And then link in the description below to the Patreon. So for early access to videos like these, bonus content, exclusive content, a lot going on over on the Patreon channel, as you guys know. And of course, we also have monthly giveaways over there. And it is truly the best way to support the channel and content like this. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And then don't forget to follow along on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, I am Kyle. And I'll see you guys all real soon.